So right, on the second boot. And I'll explain to you guys why I think beech woodland photography is a good shout for winter. Most woodlands are quite stark. You've got bare trees without much colour. I find it quite challenging, and I'm very much so a woodland photographer. I've been inspired recently after going on a beautiful misty woodland walk, and I saw how the vibrancy of these bronze leaves stood out against everything else, pockets amongst the woodland. So ideal conditions, I would say, tip number one, is for you guys to come back to a location like this when it's very misty. This trip now, I'm going to be scoping out the location, composing images, and really trying to finesse my beechwood photography skills. And then in the future, if I wake up one morning or if I see the night before there's mist, I'm going to know exactly where to come to nail that shot. So my image in my mind is a moody, mystical, magical beech woodland with these pockets of bronze, golden beech saplings that are growing up from beneath the ground, and then you've got these tall giants above. That's my vision. Whether it happens, we'll see. But let's go and scope out the compositions, frame up, see what we can get on this clear day, and if there's any scope for the future for some mist, that would be perfect. But second boot's put on, and then get the boy ready because he is eagerly waiting in the passenger seat to join us on our adventure.
Stay awake every night just to catch one more glimpse of...
So we're all snug, we've got our waterproofs on, I've got my down jacket, and the only thing I carry with me now is my lightweight backpack, which I'm going to talk you guys through now as what's inside, and a small backpack which contains a bit of milk for him, some water, something really lightweight, and an umbrella in case it rains, and that's it. So let's go. So let's talk about lightweight gear and why you might need it. So for me, I'm a mum. I have a baby to carry around with me. I can't take my filters, my tripod, and all these things. So I've got a lighter weight tripod for filming. I've got my camera and a polarizer. That's it. So how I normally transport my gear is in this small little backpack, which goes onto the shoulder. So inside the camera backpack that I have is just my very trusty Canon R5, and a really useful tool I wanted to show you guys is I have my polarizer on the end of here, but it has a cover protecting it from Nisi, and this is a really useful cover so you don't have to keep putting your polarizer on and off, and it keeps you mobile, less changing of equipment. I can just put this on in the car, on the trap, as I'm traveling, and it's ready to go. So my polarizer is on, as you can see, and I just put this cover on here and we're good to go. And that's all the gear I take with me, nothing else. And I find it's a breath of fresh air not having to slog around all of that gear.
Look at the way you sleep, I know
I've grown to enjoy micro adventures to break up the day-to-day routine. With the winter days being colder and shorter, it's easy to stay inside wrapped up in the warm. Try to push through this temptation and go get muddy. There are micro adventures just sat on your doorstep that don't need much mental planning or money. Micro adventures can be anything from going for a walk in your local woodland to enjoying a stroll in your local green space. All you need is a pair of walking boots. So let's go get them muddy.
So what drew me to this image is the pastel colours. You've got the teal, the greens, the bronze, and in between all of that you have a standalone tree which is clinging on to these stunning leaves. So I'm going to frame up this composition. I really like this tree, and I think it's one to come back for when we've got some mist.
Everyone has left. Gone is a neighbouring leaf who whispered in the wind alongside me. Gone is the sun who used to shine so brightly. Gone is the colour and life in my arms. Gone is the bird who used to tweet and chatter. Here is the frost which shivers my roots. Here is the wind which rocks my branches. Here is the darkness which lingers longer. Here is the rain which soaks my core. Everyone has left, but no one has gone.
So just behind me you have this pocket of evergreen trees, and I'm looking at a colour spectrum of greens which is really inviting and really lustrous. This is the perfect kind of photography for winter. If you're struggling for compositions and where to go, come to a woodland, look for these evergreen trees and try and compose a shot here. They're also good locations to come back to when it's wintry, frosty, and if it's autumnal as well, but we'll pass that season. So let's frame up some shots here. Let me know what you guys think of these images, and I'll put those on the screen now.
Sadly, due to the weather, the heavy rain and high winds, I had to head home early. I did manage to come away with a few images and use the motion to my advantage by doing some ICM photography. Stay tuned for my next year's video content. I'll be posting every 2 weeks consistently at a set time, and I also have a few announcements which will be exciting for you guys. So thank you for your support and following my channel, and I hope to see you in the new year. Take care.